and welcome. My name is Tash and I'm back with another interesting lesson. Yes, right behind me you can see abbreviations at work. I'm sure we all know abbreviations at work. However, for people who just begin work, it sounds a little crazy when they start or they step in at work for the first time or their first day. It's very different. The atmosphere, the language, you probably think that there is another dictionary that people are using at work, right? However, I'm going to make your life simple today by helping you with a few workplace abbreviations which you can understand and later talk while using the same abbreviations. Okay, so let's begin. The first one says ASAP, or you can say ASAP. Let's say your boss just walks down the aisle and tells you, okay, I want this mail ASAP. I was expecting it yesterday. However, I want it ASAP. And you tend to get a little lost. ASAP, and you start getting all baffled and boggled, and you don't know what to do. You check with your colleagues. Excuse me, what does this mean, ASAP? And he or she, if she's new, even she's going to get lost. However, if the person is experienced, is going to tell you it means as soon as possible. It simply means as soon as possible, which means the work or the mail is a little urgent and you need to do it as soon as possible. You cannot delay it, okay? So that's about ASAP. The second one says FYI. You get a mail, you receive a mail, and the mail says FYI, and that is it. Maybe you have an attachment with that mail. However, you wonder what is FYI? That is in my name. I'll tell you what it means. It means for, F-O-R, for your information. Okay? Somebody has sent you an attachment and is trying to just tell you, in the corporate world, we are all very, very busy. There is no time to write for your information. So people simply say FYI. So you have to understand that this means that this particular mail or this attachment is for your information only. Okay? The next one says PFA. PFA. PFA means please find attached. Okay, same thing. The same applies here also. People do not have time to write long emails. They will simply send you a mail and say, please find attached. So you have to open the particular mail and see and read it and understand what it says. So please find attached. Please find attached. CC. I'm sure we all mail maybe like what 10, 20, 30 mails a day. When you see in your the sender's name, okay, below that there is a bar which says CC. It simply means a carbon copy. And when and why do we do this? A carbon copy, as we all know, a carbon copy means a copy, right? If I'm sending a mail to my boss and my immediate boss and his boss, obviously I need both of them to receive the same mail at the same time. So in the sender's mail or in the sender's name, you will write your immediate boss's name or his email ID, and below that in the CC you will put his email ID, which means both the important people have received your mail at the same time and you have mailed a copy to the other person as well. So CC is a very, very important part of sending an email. So carbon copy. The next one is very, very important. It says BCC. It simply means blind carbon copy. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, you are about to leave, and your boss comes and tells you, listen, I'm really sorry, but I need the copy, I just need that mail right now. Can you do that, please? And you're all ready to leave, and you're all in a hurry. So what do? So what you do at that time is, you send him a mail, okay? You do not have the time to sit back and see if you have received that mail. And then what you do is, you mark yourself in a BCC, which is a blind carbon copy, which means you have marked yourself in that mail, but nobody comes to know or nobody realizes that your name is also appearing in the email, which means your boss receives the email, however, he doesn't know that you have got a copy as well. And this is simply for your, say, safety, that next day when you come back, you know that the mail has been delivered on time. Yeah? The next one is attention. This usually is seen on fax copies. Okay, when you have a fax machine in the office and somebody has to send me a mail, for example, the person has to send a mail to me, Tash, the person will write attention, that is ATTN, and then write Tash, which means, of course, you cannot be standing next to a fax machine all throughout the day. So anybody who picks up that copy for you knows who the copy belongs to, and so that is why they say attention, ATTN, and the name. The next one here is TBD. TBD means to be decided. This usually you will see on an email where you have a conference and or you have a meeting, and a meeting in the company itself, okay, and the HR sends you a mail that so you have to be available on this particular day. However, the venue is to be decided, which means they will mail you later where is the venue or which place do you have to come to. Okay, so to be decided. EOM and EOD. Okay, now EOM simply means end of month and EOD means end of day. A few documents or a few reports have to be ready with you. If you are maybe a sales executive, you have to keep the end of the day report ready with you. However, there is also a document which is known as end of month. You are giving your sales report by the end of the month and end of the day. So that's what these two abbreviations mean. It says end of month and end of day. So that's the only difference in the M and the D. Now, these are few abbreviations in terms of emails or faxes or when we have a conversation at work. Now, the place where we work definitely has some highly esteemed job titles, okay? And when we are new at work, it so happens that, you know, people say, oh, the AVP is coming today or the CFO is arriving today, and you get a little lost. You're like, okay, I really don't know who these people are, but I'm sure they are important. So I'm going to help you know who these people are, okay? CFO. The CFO of a company is the Chief Financial Officer, okay? Or you can say the Chief, but financial sounds better, so Chief Financial Officer. This person is a very, very important person. He holds a highly esteemed job title, okay? If you are new at work, he could be your boss's bosses, okay? He's probably very high on the hierarchy, okay? The CEO, I'm sure we all know who this is. He's the Chief Executive Officer, okay? Again, a very, very important person in any company, okay? Could it be a big company, a small company? A CEO is a person who is very, very important, okay? Next comes the AGM. It means Assistant general manager. Okay, it simply says, or it simply means assistant general manager. These are people who are high on the hierarchy. You know, that's where your company starts from. They are the core of your company. Okay, the next is the GM, that is the general manager. The next is the AVP, that is the assistant vice president, and so on and so forth. The list does not end. So friends, these were some of the abbreviations that we come across at work, some important people that we are going to come across at work. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. You have got the abbreviations right, and definitely you are going to learn more at work. So keep learning, keep practicing. I will be back with another interesting lesson. Till then, bye and take care.